The third element is the process hazard analysis, OSHA 1910.119E. A process hazard analysis, or PHA, is one of the most important elements of the process safety management program. A PHA is an organized and systematic effort to identify and analyze the significance of potential hazards associated with the processing or handling of highly hazardous chemicals. In its simplest form, it could be said that a PHA is when people who are familiar with a system get together and try to determine what could go wrong, what safeties are in place, and what more can be done to prevent a release from happening. The employer shall use one or more of the following methods that are appropriate to evaluate the hazards of the process being evaluated. What if, a what if and checklist, hazard and operability study, or a HAZOP, failure mode and effects analysis, or FMEA, fault tree analysis, or an equivalent methodology. The PHA must take into account the following things: the hazards of the process, engineering and administrative controls, consequences of failure controls, facility sitting, human factors, and finally a quantitative evaluation of a range of possible safety and health effects of failure of the controls on employees in the workplace. The PHA team must consist of the following: persons with expertise in engineering and process operations, at least one person with experience and knowledge specific to the process being evaluated, and at least one person who is knowledgeable in the specific methodology being used to evaluate the system. The employer must have a system in place to promptly address the team's findings and recommendations, and to assure that the findings are addressed in a timely manner and the resolution is documented. They need to document what actions are to be taken. You need to develop a written schedule of when actions are to be completed and communicate with involved employee who may be affected by the recommendations. In terms of the frequency of the PHAs, a PHA must be updated and reevaluated at least once in every 5 years, and a PHA must be completed or reevaluated anytime there is a major change to the system to determine if the current PHA is still accurate. PHAs including updates and revalidations, as well as documented resolution of recommendations, must be retained for the life of the system.